about that, folks. I had to check the spuds. Hope you can all see this still. Got my moon out. I think it's so beautiful. Okay, what are we doing now? Spirit, let's have a look. I'm going to call in the spirit angels once more. Thank you, spirit. Okay, so we'll clarify the moon and the Three of Swords first. Okay, spirit, please come and clarify the moon and the spirit. And the Three of Swords, please. Thank you, spirit. We've got Temperance, right. This lady also wants to come and talk to us. It's the Empress. Wow, look at the energy here. The Empress followed by this one. I might leave her in. She could have an appearance in a little while. So, clarifying the moon, which can be things that are hidden. Three of Swords, which is complete devastation and pain. You can see the two slits there on this lady. On her heart, screaming out in desperation. So it could have been heartache from some kind of truths coming out that resulted in somebody's heart breaking. To clarify that, then we have, hang on a second, that's not to clarify that. The moon, which is Pisces energy, as I said, and it's crossed by the Three of Swords, so that's crossing energy. So the moon is, this lady looks like she's in her own sanctuary. It's card number 18, which adds up to a 9 card, which is completion. So what's going against that energy is the Three of Swords. So maybe tranquility needs to be sought to deal with this broken heart or broken promise or general heartache. And to clarify both of those is card 14, the Temperance card, and this man is balancing the moon and the sun, as you can see here in the symbolism, which is very interesting. We have the moon clarifying the moon, so it's a very angelic spirit there. He's got little light coloured wings in the background, if you can see them. So balance is required here. That's the message. Keep in touch with centering, balancing your energy. He's got an illuminated crown chakra here as well. It's very standing out a lot for me. So we'll go to what you need to focus on is a Knight of Cups. So this is love. A Knight is coming in quick energy. This person could be very good looking, could be different nationality. Yours have distinctive features or distinctive tattoos. Trendsetter. He likes his fashion. Look at that lovely hat. He's got a bit of style, man. Knight of Cups. Let's get a card to clarify your Knight of Cups. It looks like a male energy coming in quick, but need luckily. Could be, you know, roles reversed here, as I say. Put your use your discernment as always. And this is qualified by the Queen of Wands. This lady is absolutely in her power. She's got all of the enthusiasm and passion in the whole world, and that's clarifying the Knight of Cups. It could be a male and female energy here. To the Knight, to the Queen, it could be somebody younger than this Queen. You are the Queen of Wands, I feel, here in this energy. You can see this little glow, something appearing in her hand, and it's by her own mastery. She's conjured this. It's absolute illumination there, like all these little baby candles. Wonderful energy there. Needing to focus on is the positioning here. So focus on your own passion, what it is that lights you up is the guidance here. When dealing with this Knight of Cups, focus on your own beauty within. They might be telling you how beautiful you are maybe, or how wonderful you are and how you light them up, for example. We just got cards there now for the Page of Wands, which is talking about death and rebirth, and this is a very root energy kind of a card. Card 13, that's up to the 4, so that's about your stability again and your security and your outlook on life. You can see that this person is shrouded in a beautiful deep red root energy, you know, your root chakra energy. And coming from this massive solar plexus looking card, I always call this the solar plexus. You can see the swirl of the chakra there and all this golden energy. Solar plexus energy, so this is vibrancy, enthusiasm. So this clarifying the death and rebirth is the things you're embracing here, I think, and being glad that something is over and something new may now begin. There's space in this woman's chest here. She's absolutely free, to breathe. I can feel the release of tension there within the chest and shoulders area, some kind of stress she's managed to let go of, and that could be what this represents, is releasing things that don't serve you and that hold you back for this freedom. And the Hangman, then we also have this crown illumination. These are 3 in a row actually, these little illuminations. If you see her little sparkle and his, and then again in the Hangman. So the Hangman is always about a change in perspective or looking at things from every angle. And again, this one looks like she's expressing herself. She's opening up her heart energy, and that's the very green energy I see here, is freedom of the heart and rising up of heart energy. So we'll get a card of clarification there. The Hanged Man, new perspective, being in the position of energy supporting you right now. And we have the Hierophant, and this utter joy in this person's face. The Hierophant often represents somebody in authority, somebody who's a master. You can see that this person is ready to ascend to the higher sparkle here, as I called it. So this is upgrade energy and ascension energy, in fact. And it could be that you have somebody in your life, or have a habit, or a routine for yourself, or to embrace this sort of feeling solid and secure and delighting in your own centeredness. That's what I feel here. This is wonderful. And then in the near future we have this Knight of Swords, which is the go card in my view, or the yes card. You can see this man is chasing this bird and he's heading for the bike and he's ready to go. And this is like a really fast moving energy. Knight of Swords. Next to the Chariot, it's nearly the fastest moving energy or card in the deck. And to clarify that, we have the Chariot, of course we do, card 7. Wonderful. So these two mirror each other. One kind of, it's like a double message here of certainty, going for it. This is a triumphant card, the winning, crossing over the finish line. So go for it, whatever this is that you have going on in your life. The message here is to go for it with confidence. The confidence, this guy, he ain't stopping for no man. So embody that energy and you will be triumphant. Marvelous energy. I love this. This is wonderful. So 6 of Swords is the advice from Spirit. So 6 of Swords is usually represented by, like, swords being the mind, energy of the mind, thinking mind. You take all your heart out of things and emotion out of things, and you go with logic, facts and logic. There's 3 spirits here pulling this boat, as you can see, and pulling this lady out of troubled waters and into calmer waters, and maybe leaving out behind some other energies that were, there's 3 behind her and 3 in front of her. So whatever this tells me, whatever you've lost by leaving the past in the past, you're going to gain the same, if not more, in the future, and to have confidence in that. Even though she's on troubled water, she's still standing, and she's wrapped in this wonderful red robe here, so she is feeling grounded, secure, even though it was rocky water she's been pulled from. There's confidence in every aspect of this reading, I must say. We just get clarity there. It's a lovely message from Spirit to be confident in your approach, no matter what the elements throw at you. And the card to confirm this energy is the Sun, and this is more fire, passion, absolute bliss, feeling free. Look at how free this lady is here in this image, and that's that golden solar plexus light again. So between the solar and the red, the yellow and the red here, I'd always say look at your sacral, Don't forget our sacral chakras. I think that they tie these two together wonderfully, and it is the chakra between your solar plexus, which is represented by sun and light colors, and then the root, obviously, with the deep breaths. So that's where the balance is finally, gotten through to this woman, and she's now free. The advice from Spirit is to embrace joy, have fun, be free, and do things that free your soul. Marvelous. The energy behind this or surrounding this is the Nine of Wands, and I definitely need to get a card to clarify this, because this lady looks very confident. She's almost looking down. She's reaching up high, and she's nearly climbed over these wands, which may have been her troubles, and you definitely could have had a lot of challenges to overcome here, and stuff that was very tough, because it would have been a high energy with wands energy. It's a lot of passion there, and it could have been, wrestling those very intense energies to the ground might have been the thing. Nine of Wands. Let's get a card of clarity from Spirit for this one. Thank you, Spirit. The Queen of Cups. Here's she. This Queen of Cups is the Queen of Emotions. You can see her little crown there levitating above her head. She's absolutely, her eyes are closed, and she's surrendering. So surrender your worries is really the message I'm getting here. You can see she's sitting actually below the water. She's not overwhelmed, so she's got her chest above water there. She can breathe, she can communicate with the divine. You can see the marrying of the two energies here. She's sitting, straddling between both the 3D and the 5D in that imagery for me. So balance, embody the Queen of Cups energy, and you have this within you. There might be somebody in your life as well. Maybe you have your own, you could have a sister, a friend, some kind of female energy there. And also it doesn't have to be a man in your life, or a boy, or whatever. It could be just, you might have a son or a daughter or a friend that's a man, whatever it is, somebody in your life who embodies this feminine energy or emotional, they're like fully qualified emotionally. I can't even think of the words now. Here I go, my head is turning into mush. But yeah, just they have, emotional maturity. That's the one. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, it took a bit to come through. So emotional maturity, someone who embodies a feminine spirit, or maybe they're the feminine in your relationship or partnership or in your life, and it could be a divine feminine counterpart, or anyone, any acquaintance, associate, whatever, but maybe to be with that energy and to kind of immerse yourself in that, because it'll amplify your own internal feminine, and also keep you engaged in that emotional connection. Okay, we'll have a look now at the Devil. If this is in hope and fear position, it could be some temptations that are out there, things that can take overarching control of you. I see the strings here on this man's fingertip, and it's like, just being at somebody's beck and call. Maybe somebody having an overarching, kind of a bullyish influence on you, and letting things get in the better of you, I feel here is the thing. So we just clarify the Devil card, please, and thank you, Spirit. One card to clarify the Devil for our collective. Thank you, Spirit. There's a lot of a hold on that one. In fact, I should have picked it. Here we go, the King of Swords, clarifying that. So this King of Swords, again, he is, I thought we had a Queen of Swords, maybe I'm mistaken. So the King of Swords is of the mind. He's full of wisdom. Look at the owl symbolism here. He knows he knows the truth. He's very well educated, so it could be education. Learn more about what your own Achilles heels are, I'm guessing, or I'm sensing, I should say. I have to say, I've stopped saying I'm guessing. Could be communication coming in. Those little threads are sticking out to me, and I've never really noticed them before, that there's communication coming in. Could be a King of Swords in your life. It could be your own, wisdom internally that's giving you the strength to overcome this temptation, whatever it is, addiction, bad habits, bad influences that you have in your life, toxicity maybe of any kind. But to clarify that as a King of Swords, so it could be somebody that's you think they're very, or see them as a very knowledgeable connection that you have, or sometimes maybe your own intelligence. You can get, I see a big ego here in this card with this person. Ego getting the better of you, just to be aware of that. Yeah, that's it. So our card for our final outcome is the High Priestess, which I absolutely love. It's also Pisces energy, and I'm mostly au fait with Pisces energy. As you may know, I'm Pisces myself. And this is we're known as the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. And this is a card of intuition, tapping into your own soul, getting downloads from spirit, maybe in the dream state. The potential outcome. This is your card of potential outcome. So it could be that you get messages from the divine that help to guide you. So between intuitive messages, you get yourself nudges that you feel, and that little niggle in your tummy telling you that this is the way to go. Follow those hunches, because you'll be spot on. And the Ace of Wands is our clarifying card there, which is absolutely it's like a mirror image of this card, really. Your High Priestess with this beautiful pink golden light coming through. Ace of Wands is the beginnings of something new. Maybe you're going to start your own practice, or more, maybe engaging more with tuning into yourself, and guiding others or guiding yourself within your own intuitive abilities. Beg your pardon. So there's that. You can also see her third eye chakra there. It's almost like a little moon on her forehead. And that's the energy for today. This looks wonderful. So yeah, this card as well is at the bottom of the deck. We have the Page of Cups here, which is, the sky is the limit, is what this card tells me for your potential. For whatever it is you want to pursue, don't rule anything out, no matter how strange. Yeah, go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. That's it. And don't be scared. Don't let anything hold you back. I might just get a numerology card here now to finish out this reading, and we'll read the meaning from the card. I don't have these cards long, so yeah, just getting acquainted, as they say. We'll just give them a quick shuffle here and we'll have a look. Thank you for joining me today. If you like my content, you must subscribe. Costs nothing. It will also help to spread my channel through the ethers. I'm new to this, as I said, and I'm just trying to establish my own way of reading. If you like the way I read it, if you could comment as well, it would be very helpful. Any feedback at all, I'm open to hearing, how good and bad, constructive criticism, as they say. Everything is helpful. So we just get one message here now from Spirit. Close out your reading. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please give us a message of love, light and clarity from my collective today. Please and thank you. Look at these beautiful colours. I have to admire. A personal issue reaches resolution. Once again, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. If you've got a Cancer in your energy, I'm not away with the astrological cycles, and it is something I'm trying to learn as well. I'll have to be more tuned into this, Lark, for these cards. I feel it'll come to me as I learn, but we'll look up the guidebook meaning of this for you. Personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Full moon in Cancer. The blues and purples on this card. Page 74. Let's see. What have we got? A personal issue reaches resolution. A Attune to the moon. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Additional meanings of this card can be meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Or it could be don't be clingy, or it could be stop sulking, or it could be have you had enough family time lately. So that could be in a good or a bad way, as in have you had enough, like get out of my sight, or we really need to connect more. The teaching, the heightened emotions of the moon Cancer combination can't be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the moon's 2 home signs along with Taurus. So astrologically speaking, the moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. This means that with this card, there's a sense that all is as it should be, or don't worry, all will soon be well. Isn't that just beautiful? Okay, folks, I'll leave that there for today. Thanks for joining me once more. Take care. Namaste.